friends. Welcome to another surprise summer edition of the Monday Night Playalong Bluegrass Jam. Here we are, August 10th, 2026. Home for a day. Figured I would squeeze in a little session with you. And it's been a big runaround of a day, being the one day home. Just got back from rehearsal and got set up in a hurry, but here we are. Starting a couple of minutes late, but that's okay. So I'm going to double check the live stream and then we'll get into it. So different order of sets tonight. And while I'm double checking on the live stream, I'll explain why. So I'm going to double check. Mute that. Okay. We're on. So when we do a bunch of slow tempo stuff early in the night, and then a bunch of mid-tempo stuff, and then we blast into fast tempos, it's incredibly difficult for me to do that. Now, there's a concept I learned in driving school called velocitation. And I just kind of went through this with my workshop over at Augusta Bluegrass Week. I was in Elkins, West Virginia, all last week teaching guitar. And when I'm teaching speed training, I tend to go into this exercise of the concept of velocitation, where if you're going really, really slow for a long time, you start to get really used to that. And then if you speed up, it seems like really, really, really fast. So tonight I figured I would start in the middle and work up to fast tempo and then come back to slow tempo so it can just be a little bit more relaxed and it won't be a frantic effort. For me, this is kind of, it's for you guys, but I know you all have the opportunity to come back anytime and do this. It's really mostly for me so that we can fit the 3 sets in. I would have a little bit more of a break in between the sets because that's usually like I'm going straight from slow to mid-tempo because the slow jam takes longer because the songs are slower, right? So this is just a new thing that I'm trying, and we'll see how it goes tonight. I know that some of my slow tempo participants might be sort of, disappointed that the slow jam is so late in the evening. But all I can say about that is sorry, and you can come back to it, the next day or later in the week. So that's what we're doing here. And happy to hear your thoughts on that. If you want to shoot me a message or shoot me an email. I'm just, like I said, I kind of ran in the door from a rehearsal with Billy Phelan and group, so I'm just still getting myself in tune. Here's Lorena. Lovely Lorena, who is from West Virginia, built by John Rossbach, right there in Elkins, and I played her all week over at Augusta Bluegrass Week. So here we go. We're in tune, and we're going to start on the mid-tempo set. So we're starting with performance tempo, like general mid-tempo performance. And then we'll get into the fast, and then we'll come back to the slow. And that way, I'll probably be a lot more, I should say, acclimated to the fast tempos when they come. And then I don't have to speed up all of a sudden at the end of the night when I'm already tired and worn out. So bear with me. You're going to see me real close up for a second. Let's see if that helps a little bit. Okay. And we're going to start with My Little Girl in Tennessee. And I figured that I would throw a few songs that are usually in the fast tempo. I figured I'd throw them into the mid and the slow tempos to kind of, make those a little bit accessible to all levels. I've been going through my set list archive and seeing sort of what's missing there. I've got lots of fast versions of Little Girl of Mine in Tennessee, but I don't know if I have a mid-tempo version yet, so I figured we'd start with that. Why not? My Little Girl in Tennessee in the key of G. Okay. So this is in the key of G, and it goes like this. A 1 and a 1, 4 and a 1, 1 and 1 and a 5, 1 and a 1 and a 4 and a 1, 1 and a 5 and a 1. And I'm kind of dealing with a little bit of a fatigued voice too. I had a big weekend of gigs, including a very late one last night. So that's the verse. I'll run through it one more time and I'll try to get the melody straight. So My Little Girl in Tennessee is the actual title, but usually we just call this Little Girl of Mine in Tennessee. It's from Flat and Scruggs. Key of G, it goes. 1 and a 1 and a 4 and a 1, 1 and 1 and a 5, 1 and 1 and 4 and a 1, 1 and a 5 and a 1. Chorus goes to the 4, back to the 1, then the 5, then back to the 1. There you go. There's your crash course on the song. So my kickoff might go like 1, 2, 3. Something like that. And then after your kickoff, I'll walk up to the 4 chord and we'll go right to the chorus. Okay, we'll give it a breather. We'll give it a couple beats. Then I will walk my way up. Oh, little girl of mine in Tennessee. And we'll start on the chorus. Okay, here we go. Little Girl of Mine in Tennessee in the key of G. You are kicking it off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Here's the chorus. Oh, little girl of mine in Tennessee, I know she's waiting there for me. Someday I'll settle down in that little country town with that little girl of mine in Tennessee. Here comes the first verse. Well, a long, long time ago, when I left my home in Rome, down in the hills of Tennessee, the sweetest little girl that was ever in this world, down in the hills of Tennessee. Oh, little girl of mine in Tennessee, I know she's waiting there for me. Someday I'll settle down in that little country town with that little girl of mine in Tennessee. Here I go. Why don't you take the chorus? Well, she begged me not to go. You'll be sorry, dear, I know, for the way that you have treated me. So I rambled on around, but no one could be found to take the place of her in Tennessee. Oh, little girl of mine in that little girl of mine in Tennessee. Fun. All right, we're off and running. Yeah, we had a couple dates. Last night was at Cervantes, other side, doing the Jerry Garcia Memorial celebration. It was the 31st anniversary of Garcia's passing. And the night before that, we had another. These are both Picking on the Dead gigs. The night before that, we had a big show at the Eagle River Jamboree. And and we really laid it out. We left it all on the stage. It was really, really fun. But I'm definitely feeling it in the voice. I had to get up early today and do a bunch of errands and appointments. So we'll see what happens here in the evening as we get warmed up. And we're going to get into Gonna Paint the Town. This is another one. This is almost like the end of the fast jam, which I flipped around to the beginning of the mid-tempo. See? So we can get some mid-tempo versions of a couple of these. Gonna Paint the Town is, and My Little Girl in Tennessee are typically in the fast set. All right, so I'm gonna we'll just click it up, just a couple notches. And Gonna Paint the Town from the Stanley Brothers. Same song as Going to the Races, but with different words. Some of the verses are the same. In fact, I'm just gonna do, actually, there are 3 verses. So there's one verse that's different, and a couple verses that are the same. So let me just. I actually need a little refresher on that first verse. She's from the hills of Kentucky. Oh man. Sorry, I knew I was missing something. Here it is. She's from the hills of Kentucky with waving long black hair, lips as sweet as warm red wine, no others can compare. Okay, that's the only verse that's different. Okay, start this explanation over. Here's Gonna Paint the Town by the Stanley Brothers. Same song as Going to the Races, but with one different verse and a different chorus. And here it is in the key of G. 1, 1, and 4. 1, 1, and 5. 1, 1, and 4. And a 5, 5, and 1. That's the whole song. And my kickoff might go a 1, 2, 3. That would be a sample kickoff, and I bet you're going to kick it off even better. Here you go. Gonna Paint the Town in the key of G. You're going to kick it off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Tonkin' till everything's turned upside down. And when I find that gal of mine, we're really gonna paint this town. I got it. honky-tonkin'. Everything's turned upside down. But when I find that gal of mine, we're really gonna paint this town, me then you. See me coming, you better raise your window high. And when you see me leaving, little girl, hang down your head and cry. I'm going honky-tonkin', everything's turned upside down. But when I find that gal fun. Okay, what's next? We've got a little bit of Roanoke. And again, Roanoke is one that is just a rippin' fast tune, a rippin' fast instrumental. And I thought we'd give it a go at mid-tempo, just take it easy on ourselves. I am going to turn it up a couple notches. 5 and a 1. 4, 4, 1, 1, 1, 5 and a 1. 4, 1, 1, and a 1. That's how the changes go. And one thing about the melody, and I call people out on this sometimes, and the way Monroe intended this melody to go was it's not it's so sorry, let me turn this off to get it slow. Right? It's not a linear thing all the way. Okay, you follow? Not. It would be easier to play that way, but that's how it's supposed to go. Anyway, however you do Roanoke, do it your way for the time being. But there's my little bluegrass police moment for you. And here we go. I'm going to kick us off. So it has a figure at the top. So that's the same amount of time as 8 taters. So you're going to hear me play that figure, and then I'm going to kick it off. So here we go. Nice mid-tempo Roanoke in the key of G. And let's go 3 times through. Me, you, me, you, me, you, and then you're going to tag it at the end. Okay? I'm kicking it off. was actually like kind of tricky because again, I'm used to like playing that really, really ripping fast. So so this might seem strange to you, but I'm gonna call a do-over on that one. Do you mind playing that one more time? I bet you're okay with that. I just want to get it clean. And I want to be in tune. So thanks for bearing with me, y'all. So, again, the little thing I was showing you about the melody is that the way Monroe intended it was actually... That's one of those I like to try to honor because, you know, it's a Monroe tune and he had a reason for doing that. And I kind of sourced this from the fiddles on a live Monroe recording from the Smithsonian Folkways collection, the live from 55 to 65 album. And they play it really, they're like beyond 160 the way they play it. So anyway, here we go. Nice, easy tempo version of Roanoke. And I'm going to do that lick again. And I want to play it clean this time. Take a deep breath. Here we go. Roanoke in the key of G. Mighty powerful number right there. Now just get that up to tempo at about 50 BPM, and you got it. But that felt good. Felt good to me. Hope that felt good to you. And thanks for giving me the opportunity for the do-over. Okay. So, yeah, wow. Okay, I see some action in the comments here. All right. Moving on. We've got good old There Is a Time. I have not ever sang this song. I've done this with some friends, and it's a good song from the Dillards. I thought, wow, we've never done that one. I thought this would be a great opportunity to give it a go. In the key of D minor, a moody little number, and it goes D minor, da, 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 F, da, 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 back to D minor, F, D minor, B flat, C, D minor. That's the whole song. Now, if I'm using a number system, this is the tricky thing about like modes. This is kind of like a mode of D minor. So if I was using the number system, I would say 1 minor, 1 minor, flat 3 major, 1 minor, flat 3 major, 1 minor, flat 6, flat 7, and a 1. So the number system in bluegrass shorthand doesn't quite line up with minor keys or modes. So oftentimes if I'm doing something in a minor key or in a mode like this, I'll just say the chord names. But I suppose you could do a shorthand and say, okay, minor 1, and then 3, and then 1, and then 3, and then 1, 6, 7, 1. You could do that kind of thing for shorthand. It's just so much less common than your primary chords in the major keys that, you know, I guess what I'm saying is I'm not exactly sure what the shorthand would be on that. So I'm usually very specific if I'm on this type of sound, a modality or a minor mode especially. Okay. So my kickoff might go like this. Something like that. There is a time for love and laughter. Da 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 da. He sings a non-chord note there. Da 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 da. It's anticipating the C chord. So again, let me try that again. It might go like. Okay, the debut of There Is a Time. I'm gonna back this down just a couple ticks, but this is about how the song goes. Okay, kick us off here. There is a time, key of D minor. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There is a time for love and laughter. Days will pass like summer storms. The winter wind will follow after. But there is love, and love is warm. Chorus. There is a time for us to wander. Time is young, and so are we. The woods are greener over yonder. The path is new, the world is free. I got it. There is a time when leaves are falling, the woods are gray, the paths are old. The snow will come when geese are calling. We need a fire against the cold. There is a time for us to wander. Time is young, and so are we. The woods are green over yonder. The path is new, the world is free. Go. So do you roaming in the springtime, and you'll find your love in summer rain. Frost will come and bring the harvest, and you can sleep when day is done. There is a time for us to wander. Time is young, and so are we. The woods are greener over yonder. The path is new, the world is free. Me and you. We'll do the last verse again because I kind of messed it up. So do your roaming in the springtime. You'll find your love in the summer sun. The frost will come and bring the harvest, and you can sleep when day is done. There is a time for us to wander. Time is young, and so are we. The woods are greener over yonder. Path is new, the world is free. Path is new, the world is free. Cool song, right? So yeah, I had never tried that before. I've jammed on the song with others singing it. But probably bring that into the rotation here on the Playalong Jams because it's really fun and it's different. A cool little moody minor number. All right, what's next? I didn't have a chance to print this, so I'm just looking at my laptop to see the set list. Won't You Come and Sing for Me? Good old song from Hazel Dickens. I'm on a real Hazel Dickens kick because I was in West Virginia all last week. And there were Hazel Dickens songs going around. And hearing Emily Miller in Elkins there singing the songs. Hearing Jen Larson singing the songs. Hearing Laura Orshaw and Joy Louise singing the songs. Hearing Dudley Connell singing the songs. And Sally Love Connell singing the songs. Like... yeah, it was Hazel Dickens' sort of theme at Augusta Bluegrass Week. And this is one of my favorite Hazel Dickens songs, Won't You Come and Sing for Me? And while I was there, we always pick up little bits of lore. And one of the bits of lore that I heard, and I don't know if this is true or not, I haven't fact checked it, but this was the first song Hazel Dickens wrote, which is phenomenal. She wrote so many great songs. So many of you are familiar with this song from Hot Rise. Did a great version of it. Feel the shadows now upon me, and the angels beckon to me. Okay, this would be a comfortable key for me. And figured we'd give it a try here at key of E. So here's how it goes. It starts on a 5 chord. So here we go. 5, 5 and a 4, 1, 4, 4 and 1 and a 5, 4 and 4 and 1 and 1, 5, 5 and 4 and 1. That's the verse, and that's what we're going to be jamming on. The chorus goes 4, 4 and 1 and 1, 5, 5 and 4 and a 1, 4 and 4 and 1 and 1, 5 and 5 and 4 and 1. Okay, so I'll find a click and let's see. That's pretty good. Back it down just a skosh. And what we'll do is we'll kick it off. And again, I don't know, there's probably a way to do this with a turnaround or a shorter kickoff figure, but we're just going to go all the way through the verse for the kickoff. And then when we get to the breaks, we're going to be playing the verse form. So my kickoff might go 1, 2, 3. Not bad for just improvising it, but you can go higher, like nah, don't go high on the guitar. Probably better on the low octave. Fun experiment. But anyway, whatever instrument you're playing, find a good. The melody really leaps up, so probably start on your lower version of it. I'll try that again. That kickoff might go 1, 2, 3. That was more successful. Okay, here you go. Kick us off on Won't You Come and Sing for Me in the key of A. So we're coming right in on that 5 chord. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I feel the shadows now upon me, and the angels beckon to me. Before I go, dear sisters and brothers, won't you come and sing for me? Sing those hymns we sang together in that plain little church with the benches all warm. I go. My burden is heavy, my way has grown weary. I have traveled a road that is long, and it would warm this old heart, dear brother, if you come sing me one song. Sing those hymns we sang together in that plain little church with the benches all worn. How dear to my heart, how precious the moments we stood shaking hands and singing a song. Go. In my home beyond the dark river, your sweet face is no more I will see, until we meet where there's no more parting. Won't you come and sing for me? Sing those hymns we sang together in that plain little church with the benches all worn. How dear to my heart, how precious the moments we stood shaking hands and singing a song. We stood shaking hands and singing a song. Okay, so I just kind of went straight through the tag, but if you're doing sort of, you know, more of the arranged version, we stood shaking hands and singing a song. I think that kind of extends a little bit, but I just wanted to bring that song back into the mix. We've done it. It's been several years since I brought it into the play along jam here. But there we go. I'll review that a little bit more, and we'll try that on the next one when my voice is in better shape. Thank you for being patient with me here. The voice is, I have to say, is rather shot tonight. And I didn't know it was going to be that way. I made a plan, and here we are. We're following through with it. But I'll check in with everybody. How we doing? Bob Thomas in Northern Virginia picking your HD28, your new token B345. Hey, that's the one I'm playing. Nice. Yep. This is it's a good pick. I've been really feeling this one and getting used to it. Hi Dave, great hanging with you in Elkins. I'm glad we got to pick some songs together. Thanks for participating. Mark Walker, maybe you could condense these into one. We got lots of short. This is like your friend who texts you, hi, another text. How's it going? Another text, blah, blah, blah. Like maybe put it into one. But anyway, hi Mark, thanks for being here. You're in Tampa. Very cool. And let's see, David Holtkamp picking the banjo in New Mexico. Hello, David. And let's see, here we are. Midwest music enthusiast. Switching from guitar to mandolin. I'm sorry I don't remember who you are, Midwest music enthusiast. And Wes in Monterey picking along. Thank you, Wes. And N. Whitworth, 8585, picking the mandolin in New Hampshire. So, okay, so a little bit of etiquette over here. Like, Mark, I really appreciate you chiming in, but maybe let's this is a lot to dig through. So, anyway, that's cool. It's cool. Maybe we'll condense the text there. And also, please tell me your name. So, N. Whitworth, I don't know your name. All I see is your YouTube handle. But anyway. Yeah, Dave, that's a good point if you think of it in F major, but it's not in F major though. Like the tonal center on that, we're going back to there is a time. The tonal center is definitely that minor chord. So I'd call it a one minor, but yes, you have a point there, and there's always two ways of analyzing it. So whatever works for you, for sure. Steve Fitzgerald in Youngsville, North Carolina. Hello, Steve. And let's see, who else are we got here? There's Michelle Mabel. Hello, my darling Michelle up in Mississauga, Ontario. Hello, Lisa Copeland. I saw your boy at the airport. Nat is out there killing it with that fiddle of his, living in Nashville. CDA Bluegrass. Hello, thanks for being here. Okay, moving right along. Got a few more here, and golly, my plan since we did a redo of Roanoke, my plan to give myself a break between sets might have backfired, but hey, that's on me. Well, thanks for bearing with me, y'all. Like I said, this was a real run around today. I had a late gig last night, had early appointments and rehearsal, and lots of stuff going on. I'm coming into this session a little more frazzled than I intended to, so apologies for that. But we're here and we're gonna plug along. Thank you for being receptive to these new time frames of the sets. We'll see how it goes. It's gonna be a while before I'm back again. I'm not exactly sure when that's gonna be, but the next couple of weeks I'm gonna be out. I'll be out on a river trip. I'll be trip leading on the guide crew. I'll be the trip leader for the River Wondergrass debut of Magoo. Good, really good, great Colorado band, up and coming bluegrass group. So I got to go lead the trip, get all the boat maps together, and make the plan and brief the guide crew and get all rigged up and ready and go on that trip. And then immediately after that, I have 4 shows of Billy Failing next week, and then that's going to be in Dillon on next Monday, a week from tonight, and then Aspen on Tuesday, Grand Junction Wednesday is all next week, and then Thursday in Colorado Springs. Then I have a gig in Fort Collins on that Friday, a week from this coming Friday. It's a big Jerry Garcia Fest in in Fort Collins at Washington's. Then I think I have a day off. Whew. Really need it. Okay, Brown County Breakdown. We played this. Oh my gosh, I played this at the concert in Augusta Bluegrass Week, the staff concert with Kenny Kosek and Laura Orshaw, twin fiddling. Kenny Kosek, legend of the fiddle. Played with so many bands over the years, and he played with Jerry Garcia, the Jerry Garcia Acoustic Band. Great guy. And I realized, oh shoot, we haven't done Brown County Breakdown in a while. Let's give Brown County Breakdown a go. In the key of E. A Bill Monroe, Kenny Baker instrumental. So I'm going to capo up. I guess I could have done that while I was blabbing at you. Otherwise, gosh, not a whole lot of news. We did our big Picking on the Dead weekend. Got that done. We did well at Cervantes last night for a Sunday. Had a good crowd. It was really, really fun. But yeah, I told you those Billy Failing dates next week. And then I've got a lot of river stuff coming up. But there's more stuff being added to my Artist Works course, so if you're on there with me, that's great. Shoot me a video on the platform, on the video exchange, and I'll get back to you. But a bunch of you Colorado friends, I know I'm going to see you at these Billy Failing shows. It's a heck of a band. Billy Failing, of course, he's Billy Strings' banjo player. Been for 10 years in the Billy Strings band. Great singer-songwriter and banjoist, and a great guitarist. But he's playing banjo in this band. Silas Herman on the mandolin. Jean-Luc Davis on bass. I play guitar and sing harmony, God willing. And Mark Levy's been playing drums with us. And forgive me, I really need to get this thing in tune. I'm realizing this capo doesn't fit this guitar very well, so I need to get something retrofitted for Lorena. Okay, I'm gonna call that good. Here we go, Brown County Breakdown. So the first time through, there's going to be these sort of, I mean, and again, on the arrangement, it goes this way. The first time through, there's sort of stops, you know, on the one chord in the key of E. 5 and a 1 and a 1. 5 1 5 1 and a 1 1 and a 1 1 and a 1 and a 5 and a 1 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 1 and a 1 1 and a 5 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 1 and a 1 and a 5. The third part 7 5 1 7 5 1 5 1. So 3 parts, and that's how it goes. So I'll kick it off, and let's go all the way through 3 times. Why not? Here we go. Brown County Breakdown in the key of E. I'll kick it off with some taters. Okay, here we go. sure was fun. Wow. Great tune. It's been a while, and glad we brought that one back. Thanks, Kenny Kosek, for that reminder. Okay, Your Love is Like a Flower in A. So we're definitely going to go a little over time here, but, you know, that's just the way it goes. I think these days, especially during this time in the summer, I know there's many of you playing along, but I'm looking at the numbers, and it's not as many as usual. And I feel like in the middle of summer, many come back after the fact. So if you're watching this after the fact, there you are. And so anyway, I'm not too worried about starting the fast jam a few minutes late. It would, with these new set times, or with the ones we're trying tonight, I should say, the fast jam would start at 1/4till. So we'll definitely go over that time a little bit on the mid-tempo, but that's okay. Those who show up ready to rock on the fast tempo will just have to wait a few minutes, and they'll be chiming in toward the end of this set. So I will get this guitar in tune, I promise you. Lorena, my sweet Lorena here. What happened? The tuner just shut off. I'm looking at a tuner back here, by the way. So D'Addario Planet Waves headstock tuner, very, very good tuner. I think these are pretty darn accurate, as long as you cross-reference it with what you're hearing. Whew, that's in tune. All right, Your Love is Like a Flower, key of A, and we're gonna increase tempo, just kind of get up to the upper mid range, get ourselves a little bit, you know, ready for the fast tempo set. Here's how this song goes, written by Everett Lilly, I believe, Lilly Brothers, made famous by Flatt and Scruggs, and then of course done by Tony Rice, Bluegrass Album Band, many others. Key of A. 1 and a 1 and a 4 and a 1, 1 and a 5. 1 and a 1 and a 4, 1, 5 and a 1. That's the whole thing. My kickoff might go 1, 2, 3. Stronger ending, but anyway, you got it. Whatever instrument you're playing, here you go. You're going to kick us off on Your Love is Like a Flower in the key of A. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It was long, long ago in the moonlight. We were talking of days gone by. I'm gonna do that again. Sorry, I messed it up. Sitting on the banks of the stream. I want to get this one right because I recently memorized the lyrics. So here we go. One more time. I bet you wanted another kickoff, didn't you? Kick us off on Your Love is Like a Flower in the key of A. Here you go. Dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It was long, long ago in the moonlight. We were sitting on the banks of a stream when you whispered so sweetly, I love you, as the waters murmured a tune. Oh, they tell me your love is like a flower in the springtime blossoms so fair, in the fall when it withers away, dear, and they tell me that's the way of your love. Do you remember the night, little darling? We were talking of days gone by, when you told me that you always would love me, and your love for me would never die. Oh, they tell me your love's like a flower, in the springtime blossoms so fair, in the fall when it withers away, dear, and they tell me that's the way of your love. Play. Woo! It was spring when you whispered these words, dear. The flowers were blooming so fair, but today as the snow falls all around us, I can see that your love is not there. Oh, they tell me your love's like a flower, in the springtime blossom so fair, in the fall when it withers away, dear, and they tell me that's the way of your love. Ah, it's fun. Such a great song. So I was doing my own thing on the kickoff and on the guitar break. Now all you flat-picking bluegrass guitarists know Tony Rice has sort of an iconic guitar break on this one. Very bluesy, like really not melody-based in any way. But it's a very iconic guitar break if you want to get into Tony Rice's style. Definitely learn that one. I had to learn it for Will Palmer. Dave, you met him at Bluegrass Week. Super talented young guy. And he was in my Artist Works Flat-Picking Academy. And he sent that solo in, and I had to learn it. I had to quickly brush up and learn it and get back to him on that video exchange. And since that time, I've forgotten it again. But it has a really cool lick at the end. I'm going to fake it. It's like a... That was totally faking it, but it's that kind of vibe, and I just wanted to get to that lick. It's like the Tony Rice lick that goes. Usually takes me a couple tries. Anyway, Tony's hands were built in that shape. You hear that shape all the time. So anyway, there you go. Another little tidbit for you flat pickers. Okay, but we got to get going and finish up this set with Carolina in the Pines in the key of B. I love this song. I got so into this earlier. I guess it was in the winter or the fall. Sorry, the winter. I'm there. Don't you worry. I'm here. In the winter or the spring, we got into this song. Comes from Michael Martin Murphey. But the Special Consensus recorded the iconic bluegrass version with a young Josh Williams singing lead and playing mandolin. And it must be Richard Bennett on guitar. It's like a total Tony Rice clone guitar break on this one. And of course, Greg Cahill, who's still running that special consensus, 50 years on. That she knew me. Crank it up just a little bit. So this is where we're going to begin the fast set, right about here. Whenever we get to it, it's coming. Don't you worry. If you tuned in for the fast jam, sorry, we're getting there. Key of B. 1, 2 minor, 4 and 4 and 1, 2 minor, 3 minor, 4, 5, 1. That's the thing. Good and 2 minor, and 4 and a 1, 2 minor, 3 minor, and 4 and 5 and 1. And then you do one more time through that chord progression while the chorus is ringing out, and then the break starts. Okay? So my kickoff might go something like 1, 2, 3. So we'll go twice through like I just demonstrated. The melody's so much simpler than I was hearing in my head. I kept missing that bit. But anyway, there it is. Fire glows. Da, 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 da. You can do it. Kick us off on Carolina in the Pines here in the key of B. Here we go. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. She came to me, said she knew me, said she'd known me a long time. And I thought of every... Dang it! Sorry, guys. Talked of the trail she walked. Spoke... she knew me, said she'd known me a long time. Spoke of being in love. All right. Sorry, guys. Here's another do-over. I bet you wanted another shot of that kickoff, didn't you? Here you go. Key of B, Carolina in the Pines. You're going to kick it off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. She came to me, said she knew me, said she'd known me a long time. And she spoke of being in love with every mountain she had climbed. And she talked of trails she'd walked up high above the timberline. From that night on, I knew I'd write songs with Carolina. Here I go. hit the windows, and the wood smoke smokes and glows. As the fire grows, we can warm our souls, watching rainbows in the cold. And we'll talk of trails we walked up high above the timberline. With Carolina in the pine. All right, folks. I guess I need to review that one too. The wood stove smokes and glows, the fire grows, we can warm our souls watching rainbows in the cold. And we'll talk of trails we walked up far above the timber line. All right. Well, I promise I'll review a little bit better next time. I thought these were all songs I knew, but that one I'm grasping for. So there you go. Hey, I think this is good, starting the mid-tempo set at the time we did. The only problem is I gotta show up a little more 100%. So thanks for bearing with me, y'all. I'm gonna shut this down. We'll come back in about 5 minutes for the fast jam. Okay, thanks everybody. I will see you then.